Hi, it's once again your brother Abubakar Zakaria bringing to you another episode of First Aid Measure. As I said, we all have to have some first aid measures on our fingertips, such that when we have people who are in need of help, we can help them before sending them to the hospital to prevent, such avoidable death. Today, I'm going to take you through a first aid measure for snake bite, which is called compression immobilization. Compression immobilization. That's the name for the first aid measure for snake bites. A little about snake bites is that there are over um, 6,400 breeds of snakes, and out of these, only about 600 are poisonous. Only about 600 are poisonous. That explains the reason why sometimes in our local setting, when most of us actually, when we are bitten by snakes, we do not go to the hospital. We have people who say they have drugs. Local herbs which takes the poison out. Mostly, what happens is that those snakes do not really eject poison into. They are really not poisonous snakes. So when you are bitten by a snake, there are two types of bites. We have the dry bite and the venomous or poisonous bite. The dry bites come with pain at the site of bite and some local reddening. And then the venomous, when there is poison ejected into you, aside the pain and the redness, there's also swelling, and then you feel nausea, and then in a severe case, you can even feel dizzy and then go into, coma. So quickly, we go through the procedure for which is the pressure immobilization. You will get yourself an elastic bandage, a long one like this. There are very short ones which might not prove effective. So you need the long ones or this size. What you do is you are going to compress the site. So if the fellow is bitten this side, what you do is you are going to apply the pressure bandage very tightly. You know, when you are bitten by snake, mostly we think the poison enters direct into the veins. No, it enters into the lymphatic system and then later transported into the vein. So what you want to do is to slow the movement of the lymph, the lymph, so that it will take time. Before then, you might have taken the person to the hospital, and then appropriate medicine is given. So you are going to apply compression to the site. So if he's beating here, you are going to bandage the entire limb. If he's beating here, you bandage the entire limb. If it's the hand to this side, you bandage the entire hand. So if it's the hand, as our brother is wearing ring, quickly remove it before the place gets swollen. If it gets swollen, it will be difficult to remove the ring. So first of all, you remove the rings, and then so we are assuming that the bite is over here. So you take note of the bite site. Take note of the side that is bitten, because after the bandaging, you will have to find some dirty sand and then mark the area, or a pen to mark the area. So you do the bandaging, leaving the toenails. You leave the toes exposed, so that you can be observing if there is no flow of blood. You can be observing to see, and then the person's movement. So you make it so tight, and the tightness, you make it not so tight to constrict blood flow, not so tight to constrict the flow of blood. So what we do is you make sure that when it's tight, your hand, a finger can be flipped through, a finger can be flipped through, but it should be very tight. It should be very tight, but not so tight to prevent the finger from entering. So with this, you can see that I can flip my finger through. This is what I'm talking about. So you make sure you tie the whole leg up to the thigh. If your bandage is not enough, you continue with another new one. Continue with another new one. So this is the compression. You have applied the compression. You make sure it goes up to the whole tie is compressed. So you are done with the compression. You now go to the immobilization. Immobilization simply means that you are preventing the person from being able to move the legs. So by that, you get a rope and then tie. You tie both legs together. Tie both legs together with the rope. Very simple procedure. So this is what we call pressure immobilization. So after this, you now send the person to the hospital and then the appropriate measure is given. So after this, you now get something to mark the site of the snake bite. You should mark the site of the snake bite and don't remove the bandage unless you get to the hospital where the medical team take that. I mean, they take it from there. And if you don't want to tie both legs together too, you can do it this way. Get a stick and then put the stick this way. Another way of doing it, you get a stick and then put the leg there and tie. So this is another way of doing it. So when you do this, then you carry the person to the hospital and then appropriate anti-snake venom is given to the person. So it's as easy as that. Let's avoid, I mean, cutting the site. Locally, that's what we do. When the fellow is bitten by a snake, you see us using blades to cut. Some say they want to create a way for the blood to flow out with the poison. Others too want to open and put the poison, I mean the local herbs inside. Some too suck the site, they suck trying to bring out the poison. I doubt whether it actually works. Some too use tourniquets to tie. When you use tourniquet, it's also a very bad way of preventing the snakes, the poison from spreading. So let's help. My name is once again Abubakar Zakaria, your first aid nurse. My contact is 0249 60 18 82. I wish you share this video to brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. Bye.